Laura Quensberg may not be interviewing Boris Johnson, but that doesn't mean somebody isn't listening to him, as is proven by the story that's come out this morning about about a listening device found in his bathroom when he was Foreign Secretary. And I mean, this is a mishap worthy of a James Bond spy novel. Except the novels might belong more to the comic genre than the thriller section. The Johnson's bathroom, what he called a secret annex, a bit like the gents in a posh London club. Now, we all know that secret meetings, diplomatic meetings, can be a bit intense after hours of negotiations, and world leaders like Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu may need a moment to themselves. Enter the Foreign Office bathroom in 2017. Netanyahu visits, does what we can only assume to be diplomatic business, and disappears into the, what should we call it, thunderbox, a listening device. And not long after that, during a routine sweep for bugs of the electronic rather than the cockroach kind, a listening device was discovered. Of course, there was no formal confrontation with the Israeli embassy, which raises the question, did Bibi plant the bug, or did Boris just have questionable friends using his loo? What makes this such a deliciously absurd story is the fact that no matter how many advanced gadgets you have in the world of espionage, it seems nobody is above hiding microphones in the most unglamorous of places. Surely 007 would blush what information you're going to get out of the loo, except for a lot of Theresa May type noises. Speaking of classic espionage, or a bit of Farage, explosive Farage. Speaking of classic espionage, we cannot ignore the legacy of Chaim Topol. Topol, the actor best known for his role in Fiddler on the Roof. He was a spy. According to rumours, and I think rumours that he himself encouraged, while performing his most iconic role, Topol apparently found time to engage in some extracurricular activities, planting listening devices. Imagine him in full Tevier costume. If I were a rich man, a little device here, little device here. You just need a little device, you may ask. Why do we have these little devices? I'll tell you. I don't know. Slyly hiding a microphone under the stage as he pondered life's questions. Do I want to be a milkman? Or do I want to be a covert operative? It sounds bizarre, but stranger things have happened in the world of espionage. After all, stage productions are loud, perfect cover for bugging equipment. And the creme de la creme of all spy icons, James Bond. If MI6 had a handbook for incompetent spy work, I imagine they'd hand it to 007 with the title, Not Everything is an Exploding Pen. Scanning for listening devices is serious business, but even Bond occasionally fumbles. For all the sophistication in Goldfinger or Skyfall, sometimes these agents end up in scenarios less glamorous than we'd like to admit. Picture Bond suavely running a detector over a room, discovering nothing but a microwave and a misplaced Bluetooth speaker, all the while missing the real bug cleverly hidden inside his martini glass. Not exactly MI6's finest moment, but we all have off days. When you hear about stories like these, about the incompetence of the Secret Service, you start to wonder just how ridiculous some secret services are. We picture them as all-seeing, all-knowing organizations, a little bit like God. And yet they somehow allow listening devices to be planted in bathrooms, performance stages, cocktail parties. It makes one wonder if these agencies have spent a little too much time watching Bond films instead of learning from the real world of espionage. The world of Secret Service, with its topholes, with its bonds, with its bugged loos, is rife with bizarre tales of incompetence where everyday objects like lavatories become the front line of espionage. The fact that Boris Johnson's thunderbox became part of an international intrigue is therefore proof that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. In the end, listening devices like embarrassing secrets have a way of cropping up in the least expected places. So next time you use a high-level washroom, bathroom, lavatory, thunder box, check. Do a quick scan. You never know who might be listening or watching.